I get it, man. You're super into this girl and it seemed like she was into you as well. You guys made plans to hang out and then bam, she flakes on you. What the f? So your mind goes into panic mode. Should you call her out on her bullshit and show your dominance and assertiveness and tell her that she's wasting your time? Or should you pretend that it's no big deal? Or should you still try to get her to come meet up with you? Or should you call her and find out what the real issue is? Well, the answer of what you should do, it's probably going to shock you. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you why women flake in the first place, and it's probably not the reason you think. I'm going to show you what 95% of most guys do, and it totally turns them off. And you definitely don't want to do these things, but chances are you've done them. And exactly what to do, and like I said, it's probably going to surprise you, but when you do this, it will get her chasing you. It's almost guaranteed. And finally, flake prevention. So make sure to watch until the end. So why do women flake in the first place? Well, there are three main reasons. Number one, it's a test. Put yourself in the reality, the mindset of a beautiful woman for a second. When she first starts going on dates with guys, when she's younger, she's really excited, she's not gonna flake on the guy. But of course, at some point, something legitimate is gonna come up where she actually has to cancel for a good reason. So she flaked on the guy, but he got all needy and insecure and started texting her all the time or calling her like, what's going on? And he showed his weakness. And then she's thinking, man, I'm glad I didn't go on a date with him. I'm glad that something came up because now I found out his true nature. And it absolutely repelled her. So now she realizes, hey, I can find out if a guy is really confident, secure in himself, and a strong, powerful man, or a weak, insecure little beta male very easily. All I gotta do is flake on them and see their reaction. So it becomes a really good strategy for a woman to see if you're overly invested, to see if you have other dating options, or if you haven't been on a date with a girl like her in a long, long time, which of course is just not an attractive situation. Because women want a man who's a challenge. They want that guy who's just slightly out of reach, who's harder to win over than all the other guys that fall all over themselves for her and are so eager and desperate to get a date with her. So that's number one. That's the most common reason she's actually testing you. Number two, it's actually a legit reason. Her grandma actually is in the hospital. Her dog actually did run away. Her hair got caught in the toaster. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's legitimate. And the third reason is low interest. She's just not all that into you for whatever reason. She set up the date, but then she's thinking, well, I don't really like him that much. And possibly the guy that she does really like asked her out. And guess what? She's gonna flake on you and she's gonna go on a date with him. And there's actually a fourth reason. She's just not feeling it at that moment anymore. Women are emotional creatures. They're gonna make decisions based on how they feel. So yesterday, she was feeling it. She was like, yeah, this guy seems cool. I'll give him a chance. Today, for whatever reason, she's just not feeling it. Maybe she's having a bad day. Maybe she's just getting cold feet, but whatever the reason is, her emotions have changed. So that's why a woman might flake on you. So how do you actually deal with it? Well, first, let's talk about what not to do. And be honest right now and tell me, well, I guess you can't tell me, but leave a comment down below and let us know if you've actually done this. The number one thing you definitely should not do is show her that you're mad or upset in any way. Yeah, it's effed up. Yeah, you canceled your night of Dungeons and Dragons so that you could go out with her. Dungeons and Dragons! She should respect your time, and it sucks, but it's not the time to start lecturing her and trying to make her feel bad that she flaked on you. That will never work. She's not gonna feel bad about it. She's not gonna respect you. You're definitely not gonna get any chance with her in the future. She's just going to block you. On the flip side, what a lot of guys do, especially if they've already been dating her for a little bit and they're already catching feelings for her, is they don't get mad, they get sad and scared. Like, what's going on? What did I do? And they start texting her nonstop, or they start calling her over and over again to try to figure out what's wrong. And this just shows so much insecurity. It shows her that you like her way more than she likes you, which is not good. And basically it just shows her that you're not a strong strong, confident man, that you're a weak little boy. So the key is to not be emotionally affected by it. It's no big deal. Women just flake. But if you just put yourself in the reality of a woman for a second and realize it's just what women do, they flake to see how you respond. And as long as you don't respond the wrong way by getting all emotionally affected, all needy and insecure or mad and pissed off, then everything will be fine and she probably will become more attracted to you. So then what's the actual response that you should send her or give her when she flakes on you? Well, it's very simple. Do nothing. Let me repeat that. Don't do anything. Don't send her a text. Don't call her. Just don't respond at all. Because think about it. If it was a test and you just don't reply at all, what's that gonna do? She's gonna be thinking, oh, well, I didn't affect him emotionally because he's not even responding. Why isn't he responding? Oh no, actually, I like that guy. I'm gonna lose him. Oh no, I better text him, I better call him. And she's probably gonna call you at the last minute and say, hey, I ended up finding my dog and my hair is out of the toaster now. We can hang out. Because when you do nothing, it gets her thinking about you. She's thinking, is he upset? Or does he even care at all? Is he out meeting other girls? Maybe he's on another date with another girl instead. And when she's thinking all those thoughts, it gets her to start mentally chasing you. In fact, her next actions are gonna be probably to rectify the situation, apologize, and she's probably gonna ask you out. And even if it's a legit reason that she flaked on you, you still don't want to reward bad behavior by saying, oh, okay, no problem, everything's good, yeah, we can hang out some other time. No, F that. Flaking is bad behavior. You do not reward people for bad behavior, because then they're just gonna keep doing it over and over again. And guess what? If it was low interest or she wasn't feeling it, then not responding, not sending anything is gonna make her, like I said, wonder what you're doing, and it's going to raise her interest level because you're not like every other guy that she flakes on who gets all butthurt about it. So that's it. Just do nothing. You're gonna have to resist your urge because I know you're gonna wanna send her something. You're gonna wanna get back at her, or you're gonna wanna try to fix the situation. So just put your phone down, take a deep breath, and go out there and meet some other women. And finally, number 4, flake prevention. How do you prevent her from flaking in the first place? Are you ready for this one? You don't. You don't. She's gonna flake on you. Just accept it. Even if she's really attracted to you, yes, there's less of a likelihood that she'll flake on you, but there's still a chance because women test men. That's just a fact. Even if you seem super awesome, super cool in the beginning, she wants to check. Is it all a facade? Are you really as cool as you seem? Well, let's flake on him and see. Or even if she's super high interest, there's still probably gonna be times where she just doesn't feel like it. So what? Let her be. Give her some space. Guess what? She's gonna come and chase. Wow, that rhymed. Didn't even plan on that. But here's the thing. If she sees you as a fun, playful, confident guy, then she knows going on a date with you is gonna be fun and enjoyable, so she's less likely to flake on you. So if you want to come off as more fun and playful and confident through text, then download my free texting cheat sheet. This way you know the best first text to send her, and you know exactly how to get a date in the easiest and fastest time possible. There's always a chance she'll flake on you, but it's less likely when you have the texting cheat sheet. So download it, man. It's absolutely free. And I'll put a link to it down in the description and to the right of the screen in just a second. And if you really want to take your attraction skills to the next level, then join one of our live boot camps. I'll put a link to our live boot camp schedule also down in the description, as well as a link to apply for a free breakthrough session to see if you're a good fit for our coaching program, where we take guys in the field and actually show them exactly how to meet, attract, and date beautiful women in real life. And make sure to follow me on Instagram. If you have any questions, send me a DM. I would love to hear from you, and I'd love to help you out. And once in a while, I do go live and approach women 100% live, and anything can happen. And finally, leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you've done any of the mistakes that I talked about earlier. Come on, fess up. We want to hear about it. And maybe you have some other ways, other things that you've used make her less likely to flake on you. If so, share it down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if you like this video, give me one of these and make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss a thing. My name is Matt Artisan from The Attractive Man, and I'll see you in the next video down below.